Stephen Espinoza says Terence Crawford was contacted about a Jaron Boots Ennis fight. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, so Stephen Espinoza recently gave an interview and he cleared the air on whether Terence Crawford actually was contacted or offered a Jaron Boots Ennis fight. And he has some pretty interesting things to say regarding that potential fight. I just want to break all that down, give my 1,000 nickels for anybody.
Terence, you want to do this, you want to do that, what's the plan? I got a call, and there's been so much misinformation about this. BLK calls one day, says, we want to do Crawford versus Boots. So you're telling me you're bringing Crawford to the table? No, we don't actually have Crawford. I'm like, okay, well, what are you paying? You're not bringing Crawford, so you're bringing money. No, we just want the fight to happen. So basically, you're a guy off the street calling me cold and saying, I'd like to see this fight. Crawford says, I don't have anything with BLK. You don't need to talk to them. If you want to make a Boots fight, talk to me. Now, this all happened, against the backdrop of we were still in the Spence negotiations. So it wasn't really a time to be saying, okay, I'm not going to do that to Errol, so I'm not going to go in and try to stick Boots in. We were 80% there. So it didn't even make sense to talk about Crawford.
Alright, so Stephen Espinoza, Terence Crawford, Jaron Ennis, what's really going on?
Hurting for a squirtin'.
So Stephen Espinoza says that Terence Crawford was contacted about a potential Jaron Boots Ennis fight.
Baby, turn this shit off.
Now, he says they never sent him a contract. Nothing was ever officially official, but there was some communications about that fight potentially happening.
Damn it, mine eyes. Damn it, mine eyes.
And he actually gave a timeline and a breakdown of why it didn't come to fruition. So Stephen Espinoza says that around the time when they were negotiating with Errol Spence Jr. to make the Errol Spence-Terence Crawford fight, and this had to be like the summer of 2023, because he said that he was contacted by BLK Prime about potentially putting together a Terence Crawford, Jaron Boots Ennis fight. Now, I say this had to happen then because we all know what eventually happened in the summer of 2023. Instead of the Terence Crawford Errol Spence fight actually happening, Terence Crawford pulled out of negotiations and went and fought David Avanzian.
You have smoked yourself retarded.
On BLK Prime. So he said, Stephen Espinoza said that BLK Prime contacted him and they said that they would be interested in putting together a fight between Terence Crawford and Jaron Boots Ennis. Stephen Espinoza said that he asked them, are you representing Terence Crawford? And they said no. And he said, well, you're just bringing the money to the table. And they basically said something like that. So he said that never really came to fruition, but he actually got on the phone with Terence Crawford and asked Terence Crawford directly, would he be interested in a Jaron Boots Ennis fight? And he said that Terence Crawford said, you don't have to go through BLK Prime. You can just ask me directly. And Terence Crawford basically said, I don't know, because Stephen Espinoza wasn't really clear on whether he said yes or no. He basically said that Terence Crawford was in negotiations with Errol Spence, and they didn't want to pull the Errol Spence fight apart because it was 80% done.
Get away from me, bitch!
But we know what happened in the summer of 2023. Terence Crawford ended up pulling out of that fight. So, it's kind of weird because there's a couple of scenarios that could have played out there. Did BLK Prime actually contact Terence Crawford about the David Avanzian fight before or after they contacted Stephen Espinoza about the Jaron Boots Ennis fight? That's interesting, and I would love to know the answer to that question, because if they had already offered Terence Crawford the David Avanzian fight before that, and then Stephen Espinoza contacted him and tried to offer him the Jaron Ennis fight, and he turned that down to go fight David Evansian. Well, that says a lot about Terence Crawford and his willingness to actually fight Boots Ennis, because everybody's saying that Boots should have went the WBO route if he wanted to fight Terence Crawford, but obviously there was an opportunity open that Terence Crawford didn't want to jump on because he went and fought David Evansian instead of Boots or Errol Spence.
What'd you just say? You sick sons of bitches.
Which at this point makes absolutely no sense, but it's how it had to have played out. And I feel sorry for Boots and all this, man, because he's had a string of bad luck here when it comes to trying to put fights together and get those fights that really should be solidifying his career. So let's put the argument to bed whether Terence Crawford was actually offered that fight, because he basically was, whether they offered him a contract or they just contacted him to say that that fight could potentially be on the table. He went the other direction. He fought David Evansian instead of Errol, and he fought David Evansian instead of Boots when the money was obviously there to make the fight.
No one really understands because no one's ever owned the television network. It's how you get paid. It's through CPMs.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
It's ads. It's clicks per million, which means clicks per thousand, really. And usually a third party will take 90% of your CPM.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
So when a commercial plays, like YouTube in front of your content, $30 might get made, but you only get $2 of it.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
That's why artists go platinum in digital and only make $4,000. That's why Snoop Dogg gets 1 billion streams and only makes 40 grand.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
But money was made. We just don't get it because we don't understand the language.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit the like button for me. Share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes or holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail, because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com. And we are...
Tell me what you see, tell me what you see. I'm an underground king, it's your boy Louis Keys. I done said it before, I'ma say it again. Top 5 dead or alive, top 10 out of the pen. Knock teeth out of your grin. Niggas like we battling him, then how do we win? You the type to let a damn chick straddle your chin. I'm the type to laugh at her if she asks me to spin. Man, but I still keep something with a mean onion. These young niggas mean mugging like they seen something. I walk up like OG, you need something? But he ain't talking about nothing, nigga, he's frontin'. He's nothing, so fuck a one-on-one, we jumpin'. Say something about a gun, you ain't dumpin', jerk. I'ma play it cool, but fuck all that shit. Something hit your hat quick, make you do a backflip. Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it. Say what you see. Tell me what you see. Look at me, look at me, look at me. This is the spot where the chicks get hot, all the product get knocked, player haters get mocked. So what?
Keep me looking over her, get there. Keep me looking over her, get there.
Louis Keys probably a modern day Ali, make him rope a dope. It's your birthday, nah I mean. I'm clean, but I still show local love. So me and Mud get snug with a local slug. I was young, getting shitty, smoking local bud. Now I'm grown, getting shitty, and I'm growing up. Grown chicks in their 30s won't roll with us. Young chicks like Keys, is we old enough? Nah, sure that you can wait a few years and then hit me back. We can see what crack. I'm a Mac on the track, trying to get them stacks. There's a damn chick, look at that. What the hell you looking at? Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it. See what you see. Tell me what you see. Look at me, 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 look at me. This is the spot where the chicks get hot, all the product get knocked, player haters wait, mock. So what? chicks get hot, all the product get